Alright guys, before we get started with this video, I just wanted to say that we're going to do it like usual, but this time we are ditching the face cam because the past two times it completely messed it up because for the Season 4 results video, it only updated like every 10 minutes, so, I mean, it wasn't even really like a video, it was like a slideshow that just went every 10 minutes. And then last season, it cut off half the screen. So this season, we're just going to do it using the mic on my headset, and we're just going to do it that way. So if you're wondering why there's no headset, that's why. So now, without further ado, let's get into this video.
Alright guys, so here we are on the PC. So this time, we're kind of gonna do what we did last time. I got all the papers with all of my skins and how much, like my skins, back blings, etc. and how much I got this season compared to how much I have overall. So I'm gonna turn the music down just a little bit more. I usually keep it at 15, but just so you can hear me the most. But still have that nice OG music in the background. But yeah, so basically just getting right into it. So this video is not like in almost 2 hours like it was last season, which was insane. We're just gonna get right into it. So yeah, so here we are on the main screen here. But yeah, so first off, starting with the thing that we all care most about, the skins. As you can see, it's getting pretty darn big right here. So yeah, so of course a lot of these are kind of spooky skins because this season was mainly themed around Halloween and all that. And of course there's a Fortnite Mirrors event that I also did a video on. But yeah, so kind of just starting off, we have aim right here. Basically, if you guys don't know, the 7 weeks of challenges skins, there's ever since season 4 there's always been, if you do 7 weeks, you get a legendary skin and a legendary back bling. In season 4 it was of course the visitor with the 4 selectable faces, and then season 5 it was the enforcer. This season it was aim. It's always never what I expect. This one I didn't even know about it until I got it, since I started in season 4. This one I thought was like an Egyptian god, and like everybody else thought he was going to, and he's actually an intergalactic police kind of force guy. This one I thought was going to be like some sort of like kind of Deathstroke looking guy from the DC universe, but no, he's a robot. And so yeah, so first off, just getting right into this. First, when I first got this guy or first saw him, I was actually pretty disappointed. I did not like him that much, honestly. I just thought he was kind of ugly, and I don't know, I just didn't really like him, and also like his big old calves right here. But honestly, he has grown on me a lot. If I just think of him as like a Real Steel, if you guys know that movie, a Real Steel robot, he looks a lot more like it. Of course, again, like I talked about in a previous video, teasing the snow biome and everything with the ice on his feet and his hands. But yeah, so also, as of right now, we don't really know what all this means. It says like 30 and stuff, and he has this logo on his shoulders and everything right there. But yeah, so pretty darn cool. Of course, we'll get onto the back blings later. I just put it on for him. But it's also kind of different because, I mean, just the style of the skin, but also how you can see through his like abdomen right there is kind of cool. Or not abdomen, his torso right there. But yeah, and his little visor, he has grown on me quite a bit. I do like this skin quite a bit. I still can't really rank my favorite 7 weeks challenges skin. I like all of them a ton, actually. But it's also the first one that's part of a set. These two are not. So that's the first one. So next up is Calamity, of course, the tier 1 unlockable styles skin. Oh yeah, this one for the description, scanning area for targets. This one says from Ranch Hand to Righteous Retribution. So it starts out as this pretty provocative cowgirl skin. Let me take off the back bling real quick. So yeah, so that's how everyone started out. And then you got this stage where she gets a little more on. Then this one where you get some sleeves, and then you get a big old cowgirl hat and a little shoulder thing. Then you get the big old cloak and everything, and then you get this skin, which is really, really awesome. At first I didn't like this skin, but once I saw at her max level, this skin is really cool. One of my more favorites. Of course, it always lowers it when because of course it's a tier 1 skin. Most of the noobs are either wearing Calamity or DJ Yonder. It's the same with every season. The two tier 1 skins are always the noob skins of the season. But yeah, the only thing that's kind of distracting is the fog coming off of her. I think that's the tier 1 skin and tier 100 skin are always pretty obnoxious. but they're very, very cool. You got the spikes on there and the lights. And then also, as you guys know, I didn't have enough time. I got to level 59 out of 65 to get the lights for Carbide and everything, so I didn't get any of the lights or anything, as you can see that right there. But I have redeemed myself. I got all the colors for Calamity and Dire. Basically, what you had to do is you had to do a certain amount of daily challenges, weekly challenges, and you got each color. So yeah, the first one you automatically get is just white right there. Then you get my favorite one, which is this teal. It looks really, really cool, and it also changes the color of the fog. Then you get purple, pretty darn cool. And then my least favorite one, which is black, just because, this one, I like the details all over, and this one you can see it better. But then once you go on this and it's black, you can barely see any of the details. I do like the fog outside, kind of purple and stuff, but I don't know. I like the teal one the best. But yeah, that's Calamity. Cool purplish hair too and everything. Really cool skin. Next up is Dire here. He is the tier 100 skin. At first I did not like him. He has grown on me quite a bit. I still don't think he's like the best tier 100 skin. But yeah, when I saw him like this, I was very let down. But yeah, so this one's pretty darn underwhelming. He's just a human. Of course, everybody, like with the Jonesy and everything, it looks like Tfue. But yeah, so then you got this one, which is, I still really don't like. This one's really ugly in my opinion, but he's like half wolf. His clothes start getting ripped up. Then you get the right here, you get the first like full wolf, where I don't know where they came up with this, but yeah, he's like a ninja and a werewolf for some reason. But yeah, the nunchucks are just plain black, and then you get this cool like gauntlet, Batman kind of gauntlet thing. That's pretty cool, just brown werewolf. This one, which is honestly probably my favorite stage. I just really like the color of his eyes, how they're kind of like that cyan, which is my favorite color. But also always mixed with like the white and the gray. Really, really cool. But then once you get onto this, it's white. This one's also really, really cool. But then you on the nunchucks, you actually get these kind of gold dragons wrapped around it. But yeah, so pretty darn cool skin right there. And then the final stage was just the black one. At first, I didn't see any difference between these two, but there is. And you get the coolest gauntlet, which is gold. So yeah, so a pretty darn cool skin. I didn't even realize this, but he doesn't have a tail. There's a whole storyline, which I'll talk about that more in a second. But then on for the colors for this one, you get the red right off the bat. My favorite one, which is the blue, of course. Yellow, which I think looks good for some of them, but mainly if you're gonna wear, I think yellow is probably the best color if you're wearing this stage. I don't know why, it just looks really good on that one. But then you have the final one, which is the brown, which it's weird because for Calamity and Dire, my least favorite colors for both of them were the final ones. Like, you had to do 60 weekly challenges to get brown, and black and brown for these two skins are my least favorite. So yeah, kind of weird. But yeah, so that is Dire, the tier 100 skin. Next up is Deadfire, which is the kind of Skull Trooper slash Ghoul Trooper of this year, kind of exclusive skin. I very highly doubt this skin will come back out either ever or at least until next Fortnite. So that's one of the reasons I got this skin. He's probably going to be very rare, because I also don't think a lot of people bought this skin, because a lot of people, of course, they always say, oh, it's going to be a free skin, but I doubt there's ever going to be a free skin. But yeah, it's a legendary skin. It's some people thought it was going to be the male Gold Trooper. It's actually the male Calamity, like her husband or brother or whatever. But yeah, so Western Wild set, and it says, I've been forgetting to read the descriptions. This one says leader of the pack. This one says this town ain't big enough. And it has a scroll wheel right here. For some reason it doesn't work, but it says this town ain't big enough. And it's actually it was actually another reason is it is the first ever reactive skin. Of course there's a few now, but this is the first ever reactive skin. And I'll show the stages right now, but yeah, so that's the stages, and I explained it on the Fortnite video, but stage 1, he's an alright skin. He's just a cowboy. He's not too cool. Stage 2 is pretty darn cool, but once he gets to that stage 3, honestly, probably one of my favorite skins in the game. He just looks awesome like that, the green flames and everything. But yeah, overall, pretty darn cool skin. I do like all the details in his little lasso and his shackles back there. Pretty darn cool. Or shackles, whatever they're called. But yeah, so that's that. Of course, it has the reactive little symbol on there that they added to all the reactive things this season. But then the next one is right here, Rex. This skin has been out for a while. I just now got it. The reason why is because I've been wanting this skin for quite a while. I know a lot of people don't like it. They say he's like childish or whatever, but I actually really like this skin. I think I got him with the Season 6 Battle Pass. So I literally got this guy a long time ago, I believe on the first day that Season 6 started. So yeah, so that's him. He looks a lot better with his back bling on. Yeah. So that is Rex hunting the competition to extinction, part of the Dino Guard set. But yeah, I just really like the Jonesy and how he's always in like the suits and stuff and his little T-Rex helmet. I actually like this one a lot better than Triceratops, which is not a popular opinion. So yeah, so next up is Spider Knight. Honestly, this is like for a while now, this has probably been my favorite skin in the whole game. At first when these got leaked, I was just like, I'll get it if it's epic. But they were legendary, and then I still got it anyway. And I'm so happy I did. I honestly love this skin. I'm not a huge fan of the girl one, but this one is just really cool. A lot of people call him the Black Knight V2, but yeah, he has like this thing on his chest. If he will uncross his arms, he always has his arms crossed for some reason. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so he has that thing on his chest. I don't really know what that is. But yeah, so you can kind of see the Black Knight in there. He's got the cool helmet thing right there, and the cool like vest, and he's also got this big old like dagger thing on his side there. But yeah, so and then like the kind of like X on his back. Just a really cool skin. It says they'll fall into your web, part of the Arachnid set. But yeah, I love that skin so much. Next up is Beef Boss. I believe this came out in Season 5. But yeah, so this skin, I didn't really like it at first. It was like a leaked skin a long time before it came out, but like the Tender Defender, or kind of like a concept. But yeah, so everybody was saying since we have the Tomato Head skin, why not like a Durburger skin? So yeah, so there's this. You guys probably all know about it. I was talking about it in a previous video. I love how his tongue flaps around and stuff. But I also like his little like holster for his ketchup and mustard and everything. And I actually like this skin the best out of all the food skins. I have everyone except for like the Tender Defender and the employee guy for this the Durburger set. Can't remember his name. Girl Sergeant, that's what it is. So yeah, so there's him. It says victory well done per the Durburger set. But yeah, I really like that skin, mainly the tongue flapping around and stuff when you're drinking shields. Next up is DJ Yonder. This was the first teaser back in Season 5 towards the end of it. And I was saying like, ugh, I don't like that skin. And I didn't like him up until I saw Brayton playing right before I got on the first day of Season 6. And I was in love with this skin. Like, the color combinations you don't think would work well, but like how it's animated and you got this rainbow kind of going through it. Honestly, like, it does suck that this is a very noob kind of bot skin, but I still love it. Probably still one of my favorite skins in the game. I just love the front kind of motherboard kind of pattern there, and now he's all animated and like just, I mean, it represents Fortnite so well, the llama and everything. Also, his headphones are really cool, and he's just, I mean, he's a robot DJ llama. Like, he's such a cool skin. Packing a playlist for the perfect party, part of the twin turntable set. Don't know if he'll ever come with anything else, but I mean, he has a pickaxe and a back bling. That'd be cool if they made like a glider, like a mixed table glider or something, but I don't really know that now that Season 6 is almost over. But yeah, so that's DJ Yonder. Next up is Dusk, one of the higher tier skins of the season. Oh, she's right next to him. But yeah, so part of the Night Coven set, creatures of the night pack a dangerous bite. She's basically a female vampire skin, of course. But yeah, this skin has grown on me a little more. Still not a huge fan of her, but she is pretty darn cool. Her hair is kind of weird when you're running around. Her little hair right there kind of bobs around, but I do like the kind of cape thing right there. And we'll get onto her back bling more in a second. But yeah, so pretty darn cool skin though. So then next up is Fable, which everybody was saying was gonna be like where is she? The Zoe of this season. But like back in Season 4, no one liked Zoe, no one used her. But Fable, I think, is actually a pretty darn good skin. I'm not a huge fan of Zoe, but I do like her still. But this skin is honestly pretty darn cool. The detail's insane. I don't know why she has like 8 belts. But yeah, she's basically the Little Red Riding Hood, but kind of more cool. But yeah, it says the forest isn't safe from her. And basically, going on from the storyline, basically her glider has a wolf tail on it, so it's kind of disturbing and creepy and gross. But yeah, so basically why Dyer doesn't have a tail is because he got bamboozled in the forest by Fable, who stole her tail, strapped it, or who stole his tail, strapped it right there, and later baked it into a pie on her glider, which is weird and gross. But yeah, so that's the little story. Yeah, so when you're using, I'm not a huge fan of the skin by itself, but when you're using the full set, the back bling, the harvesting tool, and the glider and the contrail, it's honestly one of my favorite sets. It's so cool looking and everything. Just noticed she even has little wolf teeth right there. I just now noticed that. But yeah, pretty darn cool skin still. I really love her full set, without a doubt. Next up is Giddy Up, probably one of the bigger meme skins. I remember there's so many funny videos where people get like streams and stuff, and they just get an army of Giddy Up skins like Musilk and everything, and it's so hilarious, like how when you're running, the llama kind of just bobs around. Plus, like when you're doing an emote, as you can see here, like the llama just kind of gets tossed around and stuff. Yeah, so it's just basically the default right there, one of the defaults in a blow-up llama costume. A lot of people were saying it was going to be mounts, but people were saying like, no, his legs are coming out the bottom. So it's basically like those Halloween costumes that you blow up and it looks like you're riding stuff or something. So he has little legs. He looks so weird, especially like his butt back here and everything. But when you just look at that part, it's pretty darn hilarious. But then right here, I do like how they actually put like grass on his feet, so it looks like a llama sitting in grass, and if you crouch, it looks like you're just sitting on a llama. So I don't use this skin in like regular games. I only use this in like respawn game modes and 50v50, just because, I mean, it's huge and very visible. And yeah, so it says Yeehaw. Of course, you guys know they released a girl version of the skin, and her name was actually Yeehaw, and the description was Giddy Up. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Next up is Nightshade, which is finally the female tomato head, which is right here. It kind of sucks because this was the second to last skin that you got from the battle pass, and it's probably one of the worst skins from this battle pass. I'm not a huge fan of her. I think I like her more than a lot of people do, but I still don't like her that much. Just because like from here you can see like what she's supposed to be and everything, but from the back she kind of just looks like Fate, but with an overly sized head. And it's just kind of weird. Also, especially down here, like her legs, I don't know, it kind of it just looks weird. But yeah, so, and it's an alright skin. I think the male tomato head is still so much better. Yeah, so next up is Sanctum, which is like one of our first, or just one of our not battle pass skins in a little bit now. But yeah, so this is the male counterpart to Dusk right here. As you can see, part of the Night Coven set, and it says "Bestow your beating heart." And at first I didn't like the skin too much. I mainly got it for the back bling, but I thought it was gonna be rare because not a lot of people got it, and I thought it was gonna be like exclusive to like October or something. But it came back out. Yeah, so at first I didn't really like it. I thought it was just like kind of emo vampire guy with a weird Bane mask. But now I actually like him quite a bit. He goes well with a lot of skins. Yeah, he has little earrings and a mohawk and everything. But yeah, as you can see, I really like his design and everything, like his black kind of suit. He's actually a pretty darn clean and cool skin. At first I did like Dusk better, but I kind of like this Sanctum better now. So next up is Skull Trooper. You guys know this. It's said to be the most overrated skin in Fortnite. Once we saw this on the trailer, once you opened up Fortnite for the first time in Season 6, and then also in the Battle Pass, how there's a banner icon. We pretty much knew Skull Troopers come back, and if you watch this whole video, you'll see the clips where I actually show me buying this, because it was one of the biggest days in shop history. Like, the Skull Trooper returned, but he also returned with the female version and a glider and a new pickaxe. That's actually part of the Skull Squad set, because it used to just say Skull Trooper Victory Runs Bone Deep. Now it says part of the Skull Squad set in selectable styles. So basically, since this is a super OG skin, part of Season 1, the OGs actually got a purple version, which is probably, sadly, I think it should be the best version, but even like the OGs are saying like it's like the worst looking selectable style. It's kind of growing on me, but it like in game it looks good, but on the lobby it doesn't look good. But it has cool like flaming purple eyes and stuff. Of course I don't have it because I have not been playing since Season 1. But yeah, so basically here's the plain white one. Still probably my favorite one. but then the green glow, which is still pretty darn cool. As you can see there, it actually changes his hood. But yeah, so as you might be saying, like, oh, you just bought that skin to look OG. No, I actually didn't used to like this skin. I actually really like it now. I just think it's pretty darn clean and cool. But also, as you guys know, I'm a film fanatic, so it's actually a big reference to the original Karate Kid movie. How the bullies were dressed up just like Skull Troopers. So yeah, but we'll show the rest of the Skull Squad. I didn't get the female one or the glider, as you guys would have saw. But yeah, so that is that. I mainly got it for the skin, but also for the back bling, which we'll show in a second. But next up is Strong Guard. Of course, these were a big, hyped up thing when Fortnite partnered up with the NFL to make NFL skins. So yeah, so selectable styles. Of course, I don't have any of the soccer skins, but those are actually rare skins that you can select styles, but they're not actual like teams, they're just like countries and stuff. And then you can select the number. These ones are actually epic, so I was just like, oh, they don't come with a back bling. But I am really happy. They actually go well with a lot of back blings, plus you can change the team and everything. So I mean, if it doesn't work on one team, I mean, you have tons of other teams to choose from. So yeah, so I keep it on my favorite one right here, of course, Seattle Seahawks and Richard Sherman's number right there, 25, even though he's not part of the Seahawks anymore. But yeah, so it's got like the more modern kind of helmets on it too, just really cool, and the little Seahawks pattern there. And I actually got Strong Guard. There's like 3 different male ones and 3 different female ones, and then there's a female and male referee skin. I just got one of the football player skins, and of course I got Strong Guard. So yeah, so it says protect the blind side, part of the 4th down set selectable styles. So here we go on to selectable styles. Of course, you can actually change the number, which actually has these ones to change it by 10s, and this one to change it by 1s. So yeah, so it's that for the numbers, so number and then color. I don't know why it says color, it should say like team. But yeah, so then you actually have the logos of all of the actual NFL teams, and as you can see, you can actually change the team, which is really cool. So yeah, and then Fortnite actually got their own team right here. It says color Fortnite. So yeah, so this one's pretty darn cool. I do like the colors. Of course, it's the same thing with the soccer skins. They have like a Fortnite thing, but on the side you got a little llama right there, and it says Fortnite right there in the Epic Games. But yeah, that's pretty darn cool, honestly. So yeah, so that is that. Really like that skin. Happy I got that. And then Summit Striker. This is actually this season's starter pack. They always come towards season like week 7 of each season, but this one seemed like it came. It seems like this starter pack didn't come out that long ago, but yeah. So here's this one. At first, when it first got leaked, I did not like it that much. I like it more now, but I would still say that Ace is probably my favorite starter pack out of all of them. Of course, I just have Wingman, Ace, and Summit Striker. But yeah, a lot of people are saying this is Summit 1G skin because Summit Striker, and it looks like it has a G, I guess, right there, but it's actually continues over, so it's not a G right there. And Ninja got all fired up over it because he's like, I don't have my own cosmetic yet, but he has a plancha, which is apparently his. So yeah, yeah, it's pretty darn cool skin. I'm still not the biggest fan of it, but it's still pretty darn cool. I do like it. It says always first to the top. So yeah, so the starter pack for season 6. Next up is Sushi Master. I believe came out in season 5. I just now got it. A lot of people say this is like Ninja's skin. It looks kind of like him. He's wearing his headband and everything. But yeah, it says rollout, part of the sushi set. Of course, the female version just came out not too long ago. But yeah, so there's just a ton of detail on him. And
I can't swim.
But yeah, I actually really like this skin. It was at first when it was this skin and Dark Bomber, they were the first 2 rare skins to come with back bling, so it was a pretty good deal back then. Now tons of rare skins come with back blings, but so yeah, so I like this a lot better than the female version, honestly. I used him for a while when I first got him. But next up is Frostbite. Right here, part of the I didn't think this pack was coming to PC. It's part of the Deep Freeze bundle, which a lot of people are saying is a complete ripoff, but it's $30, which is one of the more expensive bundles, but you're getting $43 worth of stuff, so I don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, it's a reskin of like the Raptor and the Havoc, but a lot of people are saying it's the best one. I like him. I just sometimes I don't know why, he just reminds me of pajamas or something. I have no idea why, but really like his goggles, how they're blue, they fade off to cyan. He's got little whatever those are, freeze shotgun shells or something. They look like 50 gauge or something. I don't know why, But yeah, so pretty darn cool skin there. But yeah, that's just a skin. It's actually legendary, which is kind of surprising. It says Brave the Cold. And then the last skin, oh boy, Dark Bomber. So, this skin came out around the time of the Cube event, and I didn't get it because I don't have Bright Bomber. I wasn't too hyped for the skin. Yeah, this is one of the first Season 6 skins, item shop skins, and I just didn't like her the first time she came out that much. She was, of course, teased last season with the Week 7, one of the final loading screens. So I didn't get her the first time. That was a big mistake, because about 2 days later, I was just like, man, I actually really want that skin. And then she started becoming rare, and she took a month and a half to come back. So when she came back into the shop, I flipped out, and I've been wearing this skin pretty much non-stop since. But yeah, so she's actually animated. You can see the little cube runes go right there. Another little memory of Kevin the Cube. And also kind of the cool prismarine kind of look right there. And the little dark unicorn. And then also you have her cool eyes, kind of like the cracked purple look. But yeah, so very, very cool skin. Very happy it finally came back out. I waited for that thing forever. But yeah, so that is it for skins. Overall, I got 19 skins out of my 45 skins this season. So now on to back blings finally. So here are all of those. So yeah, so starting off with Elim, of course it is the back bling that came with AIM. This is probably the coolest back bling that has came with a 7-week challenge skin. Because you can't see it right now, but you can see it right here. It's actually reactive, and it is like the first thing to really count your eliminations in game. You have other things that like do stuff with damage to players or eliminations, but like this one actually just flat out counts it, which is pretty darn cool. You can see right there, we can't zoom in too far, but it kind of looks like a back of a flamethrower that you start by pulling a cord or something. It's got a flame right there, which is weird because I guess AIM needs to defrost his feet or something. But it's got a little tube right there, but pretty darn cool back bling. Doesn't match a ton of skins. I think it matches the Visitor quite well for some reason. Yeah. Scaly, a lot of people hate this back bling. I mean, it doesn't go well on that many skins. Rough around the edges, part of the Dino Guard set. But honestly, I don't know why, but I love it on DJ Yonder. I don't know.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, like, and again on his skin, it looks very, very good on his skin. It's like got little legs, so it's almost like a baby T-Rex without his
Really dark.
Oh, I see. It's like a baby T-Rex, and he's a head, so it's like a headless human with a T-Rex riding on his back. That's kind of terrifying, but okay. Okay, I'm figuring out Fortnite theories. Yeah. I don't know if I read the description. It says increment elimination account displays your number of eliminations in the match. I do like how they put the description if it's reactive. Got the little logo right there. Next up is Shackled Stone. Was actually, I believe, the first reactive back bling with the first ever reactive skin. Another unusable scroll bar for some reason, and it says keep it contained. Everybody thought this was going to be a free one, but nah. But a lot of people don't like this back bling because a lot of people say it's a big rock, but just remember it's not a rock, it's a piece of Kevin. But yeah, it's wrapped in chains. Right now it kind of just looks like a lump of coal, but once you get more eliminations, as you saw in my Fortnite video, a rune actually appears on the top and it starts glowing purple, and it looks super cool. So next up is Spider Shield. What?
You passed by the defreezer.
Oh yeah, I'm just going by how they're on my list.
Oh.
But so yeah, so next up is Spider Shield. Honestly, not the most amazing back bling. I mean, it's again kind of going off the Black Knight thing. It says spun from endless strands, part of the Arachnid set. But it goes well on, I think, quite a few skins. It's nothing too special, but I mean, it looks pretty darn cool. But yeah, it's just like a little spider shield, I guess. So yeah, so that came with Spider Knight, of course. Next is what I believe to be the best back bling in the game now, Wolfpack. If you guys can name a single skin that it does not look good on in the comments down below, I will send you 25,000 Weebucks. But yeah, this back bling, it looks good on every skin. I haven't found a single one that it doesn't look good on. It's got the, I mean, I like blades and katanas and stuff. It's blade and katanas and stuff, and I mean, it's not crazy colors that wouldn't match tons of skins. I mean, it's got a gold hilt right there and a gold bottom piece, and the wrap right there, not too crazy, and then just a little wrap right there, and then the sheath right there. But of course, it came with Dire. You had to get 5 challenges of the Dire challenges complete to get it. But I mean, I think it just looks amazing on this wild card skin. And I mean, Dire, of course, Carbide here. I mean, it doesn't. Spider Knight. It doesn't look bad on any skins. Like, actually, it's weird. But yeah, so that's that. It says packing extra bite, part of the full moon set. But then Bonesy. These were the first pets. These were actually leaked before Season 6 came out. These ones are a lot more zoomed in. But I thought they were going to be like pets walking around. But from the get-go, I was saying, like, I'm not going to be wearing these. Because, like, I do like the idea, but, like, if you're playing actual games, like, they're kind of pay to lose. But yeah, so this is Bonesy. The first one is just a dog. It says a loyal companion. But yeah, so they kind of just ride on your back and look around. And when you're gliding down, they kind of hold on for dear life. Yeah, they dance when you get a win, and they growl it when you get knocked.
Each time you get a kill, they like howl.
Yeah, but sometimes they just randomly bark and stuff. Like, if you're like trying to hide while healing up or something, then they're just like, oof! And it's just like, thanks. But yeah, so here's the first one. It is tan. Yeah, so there's him. This one, white, which is very nice because it's like a little taco on your back.
He looks really good with you know what I mean.
But that's that, and then the final one, the mocha, probably my least favorite one, honestly. I like this one the best, and then this one probably, and then that one. But yeah, so that's the final unlock right there. But then the next one is Camo, which is the second pet. Doesn't have any unlockable styles or different ones, but it's very, very cool. It says a brilliant buddy. He makes some weird sounds and holds on right there, but it's a chameleon, so when you pick up different items, whatever color rarity it is, he actually changes that color. So if you pick up legendary, he'll turn yellow. Pick up rare, he'll turn blue, all that. So that's very, very cool.
He also rubs his hands randomly.
Yeah, he's kind of weird. But next up is Coven Cape. Again, that's just why I pretty much bought Sanctum in the first place, but now I actually like the skin. But yeah, from the back it is a very cool looking cape, probably one of the most clean and smooth ones. It says Certified Coven Couture, but then on the back it has purple, which I didn't think about too much. It doesn't match too many skins, but I mean, I'm Dark Bomber right now, and this, I mean, it matches Dark Bomber so well. Like, it looks really good on Dark Bomber, but too many skins not as good as some capes, but it's still alright. So next up is Deep Fried. It's basically just a box of fries from Der Burger that came with the set.
I just realized something.
What?
It's not like flat. It's like kind of on its side a bit.
Yeah, it's kind of tilted, but they're also jiggly
Oh,
for
the
some
fries
reason.
move.
I don't know why they jiggle, but
Maybe
okay.
they're like the fries from Wendy's, really soggy.
Yeah, they're Wendy's fries.
Not them McDonald's crispy boys.
But it says perfectly greasy, came with the Der Burger or the Beef Boss skin, but doesn't work too well with skins, a lot of skins, but it's a cool back bling. Next up is Dusk Wings. That's what I was talking about with the back bling that comes with Dusk. I honestly think these are probably the best wings in the game. Yes, even beating the Love Wings. I just think these wings match like every skin just about. I mean, they're almost like the Wolf Pack, just not as good. Maybe just if they didn't have the bedazzles right there. But yeah, they're really, really cool. They look well on a lot of skins. Plus, their wings, like most of the wings in the game now, they kind of flatten when you're gliding and stuff. These ones are the only wings that don't move, like they just sit there.
Also, the first purple wings, all the other ones are cool.
Oh yeah, the first epic back bling that's wings. All the other wings are legendary, actually. So yeah, so then next up is the Fabled Cape, other known as the new back bling for this season. Season 4 it was of course standard issue. Season 5 it was uplink.
There's 3.
This season it's Fabled Cape. Yeah.
There's the DJ Yonder, the Fabled Cape, and the Lil Kev.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, I do not like this back bling. When it's on Fable, it looks really good, but
I love it.
or like other red skins, pretty much.
Icky.
I mean, if it's a red skin, it looks good on it, but like if it's not red,
Oh yeah.
it doesn't look good on it. I don't think, but it's okay. But it says nothing lil about it. Part of the Red Riding set. So next up is Night Cloak. right here, this was one of my most hyped things in the battle pass to get. I thought it was gonna be my favorite cape. It probably is. Yeah, like the only bad thing is this kind of goldish orange does not match too many skins, but like the skins that it does match, it matches very well, I think. But it's kind of torn up right there, but I just like how it's kind of oval shaped, but it's still a pretty darn cool cape. It says stealthy and saucy, part of the Pizza Pit set. But yeah, so there's that. So another cape, because of course they're just making wings and capes off the hook now.
Try and make that.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I put one on here twice, but there's Scaly and then Scales. But Scales is actually the last pet that you get, which is the dragon right here. He probably makes my least favorite noise, but he just kind of gurgles and it's kind of weird. But he sits on the back right there, like that, and he's kind of cool because he like when you win or whatever, he actually breathes fire, so that's kind of cool. It says a Scaly sidekick, and he does have unlockable styles. The first one is just kind of blue, yeah, like the ninja colors almost right here. But and then the next one is pink. It matches kind of more pink skins. I haven't tried it on Dark Bomber. That kind of looks cool. No, I'll call you on Disarced in a second. But then the final one, my favorite one, it's really cool. It's got the green and the black or gray. It looks really, really cool. But that is the final dragon right there. Yeah, if you see him right here spamming, he does that a lot. So yeah, but Top Notch, which is the one that came with Summit Striker with the Battle Pass. Yeah, I mean,
good on pretty much nothing.
Yeah, like
the skin itself.
I think it matches like some of the desert skins, but it really does not match too many skins. It's one of the not as good starter pack battle or back blings. It says best in class.
None of them are good.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's like a backpack with a whole bunch of gear and a little walkie-talkie thing. But yeah, so that's that back bling. Nothing too special about that. Next up is Waveform, which is right here. Of course, DJ Yonders. It says expertly equalized, part of the twin turntable set. I really like this because like how it looks. It's kind of like the Egyptian kind of look for some reason, and it's also animated, kind of like the sound recording stuff, sound bars. Yeah, I mean, you can see it from a ways away, but also like how it's flat right there. Maybe if it was curved, I would like it a little more, but
Yeah, that's
I don't know,
another
it's
thing.
cool, but even on DJ, I don't know, it just, on DJ Yonder, it doesn't actually look that amazing for some reason, but I don't know, it's a cool back bling by itself.
Sets don't look good.
Yeah. Next up is Chef's Choice. A lot of people hate this back bling. I don't know why, but I like it, and I think it looks good on a lot of skins. It's basically just like a little mini to-go sushi maker. It's kind of like an easy bake oven, but for sushi.
I'm pretty sure that's the thing.
But yeah, it's got a little lantern right there, and I can't really see that. You can't really see this unless you're in game. But there's actually sushi right there in a little boat. But it came with the Sushi Master skin. It says perfectly sliced, part of the sushi set. And yeah, I don't know, just any skin with like orange or gray on it just looks good for some reason.
Probably because it's matching colors.
Yeah, maybe
Not
so.
for some reason.
But Lil Kev, you guys saw this on the event video that I made. I thought it was smaller than this Shackled Stone, but it's actually like the same size. It's just kind of on a different side. But yeah, I kind of wish we got something a little bigger for the ending of Kevin's life. It's so sad because it just says loves to play in the lake. But yeah, they just kind of took another piece of Kevin. But this one isn't as cool as the Shackled Stone because it doesn't glow or anything. We were hoping, me and Isaac were hoping that when you go into the lake, Leaky Lake, it kind of started glowing or something. That'd be kind of cool. But it has little googly eyes and you can see they move, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, again, it's just a kind of it's a piece of Kevin on your back, so if you care about Kevin, then you'll like this back bling. Next up is Ghost Portal, which was one of the which is again what I was talking about with the Skull Trooper. This was a little thing they added. If you had an OG Skull Trooper or not, you got this. You just had to do some challenges, which were actually harder challenges than usual, but eventually they were just like, just forget about those challenges, just play 20 matches. So that was kind of disappointing. By then I already had all my challenges done anyway, as you'll see in pictures later on, but it just says I just gotta chill. This actually got leaked a long time ago, back with Cloak Star, that
Yeah,
everybody
I forgot
thought,
how long ago it was leaked.
yeah, everybody thought it was gonna be the back bling for Cloak Star. Little did they know Skull Trooper was coming back and it was gonna be his back
Everyone knew
bling.
that, right?
But it says reactive additional effects after eliminating opponents. I don't really know what they're talking about. I've never noticed anything when I eliminate more opponents.
It's just the more ghosts.
Yeah, I think ghosts just really start spraying out. But what's really cool about this is, I don't know how often it does it right here, but ghosts of like the more popular skins in Fortnite, like Rex, Cuddle Team Leader, Raptor, all of them kind of just come out in little ghost form. So that's really, really cool. I thought what was going to happen is whatever skin you killed, that skin was going to come out, which, yeah, that would be really, really cool. Sadly, it doesn't do that, but yeah, it says part of the Skull Squad set. But yeah, it's actually also it's actually the first back bling that you can change the color on. I believe it's still the first. It's not the first reactive one anymore, but and it's not the first. It's not the first select. What the? I don't even. Okay.
We couldn't do that before.
But yeah. So basically, this one. If you're OG, people are saying like, oh, you're gonna get a purple version, but no, you just get blue and green. So I pretty much have it on blue. I've forward and green for a few rounds, but I don't know. I just don't like it as much. I don't like the fog is kind of hazy for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, I also like the little kind of shreds of whatever that is. Yeah, toilet paper stuck to it. I like how that moves around. But at first, I kind of hated this back bling, but it's one of my favorites now. I actually really like it. It's more flat than I thought too. But yeah, so last two back blings is freezing point right here, which came with, of course, the deep freeze set. It says ice cold. I guess it's supposed to be kind of like a climbing pack. It's got two little hook things right there and some rope. Yeah, this back bling, it does not go well on it does not go well on pretty much any skin. Yeah, I don't know what that is, like a compass or something.
Action camera.
Yeah, it's a GoPro for your back. But I don't know. Like, of course, back blings that come with legendary skins are always legendary, so that's why it's legendary. But if it wasn't, there's no reason for this to be legendary whatsoever. I don't really know I don't know. Probably my least favorite back bling from this season that I've got. But yeah, so next up is the final one, Dark Bag. A lot of people don't like this because they're saying like, oh, it's just a reskin of the Bright Bag, which kind of, but honestly I like this one a little more because the last one had like a little bunny or something right there. This one actually connects to the storyline a little more. That's probably the best part of it, is it actually has a little keychain with actually like chains, and then it has a little Kevin the Cube right there. It's got a little like McDonald's toy Kevin the Cube, and actually
it's like acting like it's a back, like
yeah, it like pulses purple like when you shot Kevin, it would pulse purple and stuff. So that's kind of cool. Also, I just like how it's kind of the same design. It's just a little lunchbox. Of course, it is Dark Bomber's back bling.
Act like it's a backpack, except it looks like it's just like a little lunchbox.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
But it says don't forget to pack an umbrella, part of the lightning and thunderstorm set. But yeah, so at first I thought this set was a reference to Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, because they say thunderstorms and lightning, very, very frightening. So I thought it was that, but it's lightning and thunderstorms, not thunderstorms and lightning. So I mean, it might be a reference, but I don't know. It's far-fetched. But so yeah, so out of all those, it's actually exactly half cut. I got 20 of those out of my 40 overall back blings this season. So yeah. So next up, onto harvesting tools. First off, we have Reckoning, probably my least favorite epic one I have. It's grown on me a little bit, but it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really have any special sound. Here's how it sounds. I don't really know. It's got like a glowing log.
It's a steak because she's a vampire hunter.
Yeah, I know it's like a vampire hunting steak, but I just like, it looks like it's supposed to launch it or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of cool. But I mean, if you think about it, this is season 6's version of probably one of the best pickaxes in the game, the Rift Edge, which has, I mean, it sounds like that and it looks like that. Yeah, and the positron is only rare. Like, I mean, this isn't the coolest pickaxe, but I mean, it has a blue trail. It makes a super cool sound, and I mean, it's pretty cool, but it's not even epic yet. This is, so I don't know. This pickaxe is cool, but it's not like unlockable. I'd say worth it. Yeah, like whatever color of Calamity. I wish the mist was that color too. Yeah. But yeah, so it says raise the stakes. Of course, steak, vampire hunting and stuff. Part of the Western Wild set. But yeah, so there's that. Next up is Skullsicle, which everybody was saying like, oh, they're gonna keep this one OG. This is gonna be the new scythe. Which honestly, all the OGs are saying like, oh no, this one's still better. But no, this one's better. Calm down. But
No, that's not better.
I don't know. I like this one better. I like the sound of this one is much better, but the one like this one is the first ever and I believe the only one still harvesting tool that you can actually change the colors on. It says Skeleton's Choice, part of the Skull Squad set. It has the mist kind of stuff. Again, it's basically just a big old scythe, but it's really cool. It's got the blue or the green on the top and bottom there, and then the cool black grip. Sounds like this. I don't know. It's not too special. It sounds pretty basic. But you can change the color right here, color blue, color green. There's not too much big of a difference, but again, of course, I like blue the best. Yeah, I kind of sound like Kodak WK here. But yeah, so next up is Reaper, not the Reaper. But yes, Reaper. Some people thought they were going to keep this OG, but out of nowhere, they just brought this into the shop, so I don't know. Yeah, with Brainiac, like, and surprisingly, they didn't bring back Gold Trooper. It goes off the screen right there, as you can see. But yeah, probably one of the best sounding pickaxes in the game, as you can see.
Do you think which skin is gonna be the stay OG next season?
I don't know. I feel like they're not gonna bring back Skull Trooper anymore, and Gold Trooper. I don't know if they're not gonna bring her back or if they're just gonna keep her OG like until, or if they're just gonna keep her OG until next season or next Fortnite mirrors. But
better not.
Yeah, because that's usually gonna be really rare by then. But yeah, so everybody was saying like, oh, limited edition was only supposed to be last year, but I think it's limited to Fortnite mirrors, because it still says that. So it's obviously just limited edition to Fortnite mirrors. Yeah, so it says harvest resources and souls with the limited edition Reaper pickaxe.
So I originally thought that it was different than the actual OG one because the like when the pickaxe first came out, it was purple.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see here, it's basically just a basic scythe, but I mean, it's super small, and it makes a cool sound. But yeah, so we just Brayton and I both got that one once it came back out. Then Smash Up, I did like this one a lot more when I first got it, but the sound, unless if you're hitting an opponent with it, it's not too cool. It kind of just sounds like heavy metal or something when you're hitting stuff. But if you hit an opponent, it actually makes like a mix table kind of sound, as you can hear. So yeah, so that's cool, but when you're just hitting regular stuff, it doesn't do that. So yeah, so I don't really know what all this stuff is down here, like wiring or whatever, but it's got a little llama kind of picture, Polaroid kind of picture right there. But yeah, it's kind of just like a smashed mix table right there. Of course, it's part of the twin turntable set. When destruction meets harmony, it says right there. Yeah, so that's Smash Up. Next up, Golden Pigskin. This was yeah, the only one I got from the 4th down set. I just really like it. I like it better than the soccer version of this one, like the golden trophy type of thing. But yeah, it says claim the trophy. It kind of just sounds like a heavy metal thing again. So yeah, so kind of sounds like heavy metal that's hollow. It's got a little football kind of themed wrap right here. But yeah, I just think it's really clean and cool. I think it was like the best football one, at least in my opinion. Next one is Icebreaker. This one's been out for a while. I just finally got it because I had some extra V-Bucks, and I just got it because it's small and nice. It's basically the same sound as Tactical Spade, but it rings a little bit longer. I mean, it literally sounds like if you're hitting a ground with a shovel. But yeah, it's got a little spike right there. Yeah, but yeah, a little shovel. It says a great way to meet your fellow combatants. Per Arctic Command set.
It's called Icebreaker.
Yeah. But Jack Spammer right here, part of the Animal Jacket set, which I don't like.
Jack Frags.
Yeah, like they're honestly probably my least favorite skins in the game. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's Flapjacky and Growler. I don't even know. Like some people say they're hypebeast skins, like the people who spend all their money on Gucci and all that stuff.
Why does it have little wheels at the bottom?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but honestly, I just like this pickaxe for green. I actually think it's cool. When you swing it, it actually like lights up the whole area. It's got like flames that kind of come out, and when you're running around, fog or exhaust kind of comes out. It makes a really heavy sound, as you can hear. So yeah, sounds cool. I think it kind of looks cool. The color's not alright. I mean, it's alright, but it's kind of weird. But yeah, you can see the fog there. I actually think it's pretty good uncommon pickaxe, honestly. Then the chill axe, of course, is a reskin of the cliffhanger. I don't have the cliffhanger, but I think everyone will agree this is better than the cliffhanger.
Yes.
Because, I mean, when we first saw this, we really wanted it, and then it was said there's going to be in the deep freeze bundle, so I didn't know if I was going to be able to get it. But I did. It's basically a cliffhanger, but without the yellow handle. It's just got black right there and black right there. But then it's got this new repaint instead of just silver metal. It's got this really cool, like, blue Arctic kind of camo. It says keep it chill, part of the deep freeze set, and it sounds like this. So yeah, pretty darn cool. Yeah, because I'm going to post this Friday, the day after Season 7 starts.
If you guys are watching this, I've already wore the deep freeze skin in the snow biome and camped.
Yeah, but, so yeah, so that's a chill axe. The guiding glow, the new pickaxe of the season, it's a free one.
Pretty decent.
Yeah, I think it's pretty decent. I just don't like the sound too much. Like, a lot of people say it's satisfying. I think it's kind of annoying, because every time you hit something, it kind of sounds like if you're, like, tapping a lantern, as you can see. I don't know, it sounds a little different in-game, but it says the better to chop you with, my dear, which is very terrifying. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, but yeah, part of the Red Riding set, again, unsatisfyingly with all these with the fog, they just cut it off right there, which is annoying. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just like an axe, so it's pretty darn clean. It's got little fireflies by the lantern, teasing the moth skin. I don't know, I guess it could, but
Are those moths or fireflies?
they look like mini butterflies, but
Teasing butterfly event?
yeah, but so yeah, so next up is Patty Whacker. Again, this came out in Season 5, but it's the one for the beef boss. It's just a dirty spatula. But yeah, again, it doesn't make that special of a sound when you're just breaking stuff, but when you hit people, it actually sizzles, as you can hear. So yeah, so it says if you can't stand the heat, part of the Dirt Burger set. But yeah, it's just spatula. I don't know why it's all uneven right there. That's kind of weird, but
It's so hot in here, bro.
but yeah, so that's the Patty Whacker Spell Slinger right here. I just saw this and I was surprised it wasn't epic because it reminded me of the Oracle Axe. But the sound is pretty darn cool. It's like heavy kind of sounding again.
These are
kind of some magical stuff.
Second, like magic skins.
Yeah, they're kind of like second magic skins, but of course there's part of the, it says Ancient Gnarled, part of the Arcane Art set. So yeah, so this is the only thing that I got from like the Wizard set. But yeah, it's like,
pretty good skin.
yeah.
I wish I got it.
But I mean, it's just like a stick, kind of like a wizard one, but then it's got this like aurora and then this floating blue gem with like little gems floating around it. It's really cool. Yeah, maybe it's what's gonna make it spawn snow. Yeah, but so yeah, so that's the Spell Slinger, and then the axe right here. It's actually just called Axe, perfectly programmed pick, part of the aim set. This was kind of a letdown because pretty much like it was in the files, it was leaked with the aim skin, so everybody was saying like, oh, this season's gonna be different. It's actually gonna come with a pickaxe, but no, it
Week 10 have something.
yeah, and then everybody was saying like, oh, maybe week 10 we'll get this pickaxe or like the green pants color for aim, but still no word on the green aim pants. I don't know if those are coming into the game. I don't really care about those, but like for this, like I think it's a cool pickaxe, but I just got it because like I think it looks cool and to have the full aim set and everything. But like I still don't know why it. I mean, we're doing 7 weeks of challenges. Can't they just give us a rare pickaxe along with the skin? But makes very cool sounds. But yeah, so then the last one is the Gatekeeper. It came with the Storm Familiar set. It's kind of like the Dragon Axe, but I think a little better.
I feel like
the sound isn't as good.
More skins in the Storm Scavengers.
Yeah, it might be. But yeah, so also it's a reference to Ghostbusters, like with Are You the Gatekeeper or whatever they were saying. So I believe it is a reference to the Ghostbusters. But yeah, and then that little thing right there kind of waves back and forth. That's kind of weird. But it's also got the kind of katana handle wrap right there. But I would say the Dragon Axe does make a better sound, but like it's not too special. But I do like that pickaxe. I used it for a while, so I haven't been using it. I've been using the Positron again lately. So yeah, so now I guess let's just do loading screens real quick since no one cares about those too much. I'm just gonna do all of them, but just just read through all of them real quick. If I actually, we'll just go through the battle pass first. So the first one right here is Calamity. Basically, just shows some of the stuff for Calamity. Next one is emoticons. A lot of people don't like this. I actually really love this. It's called emoticons. It has just a lot of the emoticons from Fortnite.
Said, I'm mad because I don't have that.
Yeah.
And I was like, but you do.
Yeah, I really like that one. Some people don't for some reason. Oh yeah, harvesting tools. I got 13 of those this season out of 29. I forgot to say that. So it's 13 out of 29. But yeah, so next one is Pastel Patrol, which is basically just showcase art for the Pastel Patrol Easter skins and stuff. But next one, I do like this one quite a bit as well. DJ Yonder just shows his back bling and the skin itself right there. I do like that one quite a bit. Next one is Valkyrie, of course, like one of the last skins released last season. It just shows Valkyrie sitting in a throne with the legendary glider Frostwing right there. So that's pretty darn cool. The next one up is Fate, kind of just Fate eliminating people and walking through like a boss right there. And then Supply Llama, wherever that is. Yeah, right here. This one's kind of boring. It's just like a little look into Wailing Woods, and then there's just like a little Supply Llama kind of right there. So that's kind of boring. I'm not a huge fan of that one. Tomato Temple. It's kind of a creepy one. They're actually like taking the Grill Sergeant and transforming him over to Tomato Town or something. It's like a weird cult type thing. I don't know what that's all about. Chomp Masters. Right here kind of just shows the Chomp sets and the Dive Master sets. I do like that quite a bit. That one. Next up is Dusk, which is right here, just some concept art for Dusk, like always, not too special. Next one is Ravage, kind of just showing the Ravage skin with the dark wings and her the iron beak. Harvesting tools, and then Dire, the last loading screen that you got this battle pass. Is the concept art for Dire. You actually have like some of the stages and then the wolf pack right there. So pretty darn cool loading screen right there. But yeah, as you can see, I'm filming this one right before. There's only 7 hours left of the season. Yeah, so the other thing I want to talk about real quick is I would have another banner icon, emoticon, and spray. I really thought that I was going to get to I really thought that I was going to get to the level 100 finally, because it used to just get to level 100, but now they actually give you stuff for it, like a banner icon that just says 100. So I really thought I was going to get to it. I only got to level 96. Last season I got to level 95. So I don't know if I'll ever get to tier 100. I mean, you pretty much have to be at tier 100 at least by like week 4 or 5. I always get it like week 6 or 7, and I just don't get to level 100. So yeah, so it's just too much grinding. I don't really know if I'm going to try getting to level 100 anymore. But yeah, so now on to the loading screens that you got for each of the 7 weeks. All the 10 weeks right here. So last season they actually, for completing all 10 weeks, like at least they actually gave us like an extra. You got the loading screen, and then you got the banner icon. And then once you got the banner icon, you got another loading screen, number 11. This season we thought you're gonna get the pickaxe or the green pants for aim. You literally don't even get an extra banner or loading screen. So I think a lot of people now are gonna stop doing all 10 weeks, unless if they actually start offering more stuff. But yeah, so there's 10 of these, of course. So number 1 is down on the ranch. Llamas keep escaping their pen for some strange reason. Just the first little one right there. And that was also before the Scarecrow skins came out, so that was kind of a cool little leak for those. Number 2 is Wailing Wolves, wherever that one is. Right here, fireflies provide just enough distraction for an ambush. And why it's called hunting parties, because in each of these it's like one skin getting hunted by another skin, and then in the next week that skin that hunted that skin is getting hunted by another skin. And of course, as always, you can see they say in number and they look like blueprints, but then once the season's over they transition, they'll just look like all the other loading screens like always. But next up is Fabled Hunter right here, number 3. So, of course, now she's hunting the wolves, and this is where she cuts off the tail, I guess. It says once the pack is provided, they no longer pack much bite, or divided, they no longer pack much bite. So yeah, so then number 4 is dinner date at dusk, right here. So yeah, so now she's getting hunted by Dusk right there in the castle there, and it says red is such an appetizing color. And then number 5 is Night Coven Roundup, which this is when they start getting really cool. I think the banner icons, I think the loading screens last season were cool, but like season 4 I think had the best loading screens for like the 10 weeks challenges. But I think this season, like, they're just so good. Like, these first few aren't amazing, but like after this they just start getting so cool, and like I think this season probably had the best loading screens without a doubt. So yeah, so number 5, Night Coven Roundup, wherever that one is, right here. So you now have Deadfire back there hunting Sanctum, and then Calamity hunting Dusk right there. So then number 6 is Verge of Despair. This one is really, really cool. This is, of course, like right when the cube event happened that I made a video on, right here. Or no, the next one is actually, I believe. But yeah, this is like, of course, all the Fortnite mares, the cube monsters and everything. But this one's really, really cool. It's got all of them, and then the Calamity and Deadfire hunting them and everything, just surrounded by them. So it's really cool. It says for everyone that goes down 2 more take its place. And then number 7, everybody thought like for season 4 and season 5, this is like when the 7-week challenge skin was gonna be on the loading screen. But for whatever reason, this season they decided to not have him on a loading screen until week 8. So yeah, unless if he's just hidden somewhere very, very well in all of this madness. But yeah, so this is number 7, Turning of the Tide as the sun rises, darkness falls. So yeah, the cube right before it blew up in junk. You got the stage 3 dire right there, and just a whole bunch of skins with just random harvesting tools, fighting zombies in the leaky lake, how it was before the cube exploded, and just fighting zombies and stuff. So that one's very, very cool. And then number 8, On Target. This one when we first got aim on a loading screen. It's pretty darn cool. You got, of course, this parachute at Flush Factory, like where it's been, and then him targeting Flush Factory for whatever reason. I don't know if it's still going to be here next season, because no one really goes there anyway. A lot of people saying it might be a Santa's workshop or something. But yeah, so that's him aim and everything. It says landing sequence complete, initiate recon protocol. And then number 9 is Remembrance, where they're kind of sad that the cube's all destroyed or something. People are saying Deadfire's looking off into the iceberg coming in and stuff, and then while she's kind of Calamity's looking at the flowers, and then you can see aim in the background right there, and it says in the comments a storm even flowers can bloom. And then the last one is number 10, Dance Party, which I really do like this one as well. Basically just all the characters come back. A lot of people are saying like, oh, is this a movie like season 4? But I'm also teasing this is supposed to be a battle pass skin next season. Originally it was going to be an item shop skin, but then people are saying, or now it's pretty much been leaked, that's going to be part of the battle pass. But onesie right there, they're saying that she just got taken out of files and she was gone, not to come back again. But yeah, she's right there, so I think she is. She's supposed to be in the battle pass. You barely see him, but aim actually is right there, hunched up in the corner. But yeah, you just got DJ Yonder throwing a big old party for everyone. Got Calamity, Dark Bomber, Onesie, Deadfire, Dire, Nightshade, all of the skins right there just partying. So yeah, so that's all of the loading screens right there. So yeah, so I got 22 of those out of my 61 overall. So then next up is gliders. So first off, Dark Engine. I showed this on the Fortnite Mares one. Very cool gliders, an epic one. It was the first ever like free glider. I mean, except for the victory umbrellas. But yeah, so. But very cool. I actually just noticed these. There's actually runes on it, which is pretty darn cool. But yeah, so really, really cool colors. I really love purple and green. There's actually little bits of Kevin in the back there. But yeah, so really cool glider. Pretty darn loud and big though, but very, very cool for a free glider. Just for some challenges and stuff. And then Covered Crusader. This was one of the, it's one of the many Western Wilds gliders. There's like tons. There's that one, and that one. So yeah, so there's this one, pretty darn cool. It's got this cool fog right there. It's got a little horseshoe. But it's got a casket with a whole bunch of bullet casings and stuff, and then a little skull right there. But pretty darn cool glider right there.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said bullet casings and a horseshoe.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be gold, Brandon.
No, those are bullet casings. Those are definitely
bullet
bullet.
casing?
You can see those are definitely bullet casings. Actually, they might just be bullets in general. But so yeah, so there's that. And then Crossfire, very simple one. It's just a green glider, but it's pretty darn clean though. I mean, it's got the dual revolvers right there. Yeah, this is. I don't remember if is it part of the free pass here?
Yeah, it's part of the free pass, tier 22.
So yeah, so this could be one of the more new gliders, but I mean, it's pretty darn clean, and cool. But so yeah, so just no special trail or anything with it either. But yeah, so next up is Flying Fish. This was in the shop, and Rachel was just like, hey, you should buy it, so I got it. I don't know, yeah, it's kind of clean. I do like it. I mean, it's not my favorite glider, but I mean, it's clean and it's simple and it's nice. So it's part of the sushi set. It says keep it fresh. There's some like seaweed right there, and then a little sushi kind of design, and then the logo for the kind of sushi skins and all that. So pretty clean, nice glider. But next is Picnic right here, which is kind of weird. I mean, a lot of people don't like this. I'm not a huge fan of it either. Of course, here is the disturbing final resting place of Dyer's tail baked into a pie for some reason. You've got an apple on top of that, and yeah, it's ripped up. I don't know, it's kind of cool, but part of the red writing says glide now, picnic later. But yeah, next up is this season's Victory Umbrella. Of course, you guys know this is just like the regular one. This was Season 4, and then Season 5. Of course, I don't have Season 2 or 3. Season 3 is still my favorite one, though, even though I don't have it. The Paper's Parasol. But this is a Season 6 one. Of course, going with the spooky Halloween design is the Webrella spun from Victorella in Season 6. But very, very cool. I would say my favorite one that I own is still the Beach Umbrella. We'll have to see how the one next season looks, but Webrella is definitely very cool still. So yeah, so there's that. Yeah, so that is that. So then next up is, oh no, I'm just checking if it's still recording. But Cold Front right here. A lot of people don't like this glider. I think it's one of the best uncommon gliders. Like, it looks really, really cool and clean, and like the pattern and everything, just a really cool modern look. I was hoping these would be like turning signals, but if it was, it would probably be at least a rare glider. Those just stay that color, but I mean, you can hear that it has a pretty cool sound, and it's got these little skis on both sides. It's a pretty darn cool glider, I'd say. Comes with the deep freeze set. It says cool to the touch. And then Kabuto, I think they've been fixing their rarity a lot for a lot of emotes and gliders and pickaxes and stuff, as you guys see. Because I thought this was going to be an epic glider, but it's rare. And when you're gliding, when you're just like gliding backwards or straight down, the eyes just stay like that. But when you go forward, they actually start glowing red and they have a little red trail. And also the tips of these blades actually have like a gold trail, which is really, really cool. Yeah, so it's part of the Shogun set, sharp enough to cut through air, and it has the cool katana handles there in the helmet for the Shogun right there, kind of. The only thing I don't really like is the big old bow right there, but it's got these little flags. But yeah, I actually really like that glider. Yeah, it's like bow type thing.
Oh, I thought it was like actual bow.
Yeah. But it's actually a lot smaller in game than you would think. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, but yeah, it's pretty small actually. But definitely one of my favorite gliders, I'd say. Yeah, so then the Dark Glyph. I was just going to get Dark Bomber, but I also got her glider, because this is probably my favorite uncommon glider in the game. As you can see, it's just nice and clean and purple, but you can see kind of the runes kind of rain down on it. So it's like one of my first like fully animated, or like kind of just animated gliders. But also, you can't see it right now, but it's a very kind of loud glider though. But right here on both sides, like kind of purple stuff comes out, and it's really, really cool looking, and it makes like the sound that the cube made when it was going into Loot Lake. But yeah, it says indecipherable, part of the Lightning Thunderstorm set. But yeah, I really, really like that glider. I've been using it for a while. Yeah, so then the last glider that I got this season is, of course, pretty much everyone's favorite glider from the Battle Pass. I'm not a huge fan of this glider. It's really cool, but it's very loud, and it covers your whole screen pretty much. But yeah, it's Swarm. As you can see, when you deploy it, it just bursts, and for a brief second there, you can't see jack squat. Yeah, so it's just a big old flying bat with glowing eyes, and there's bats that fly around it, and he's got fog coming off, and yeah, it's this cool little bat thing that you hold on to, and you can see when you deploy it. There's actually like a bat thing right there that spins and splits. It says glide on the dark wings of the night, part of the Night Coven set. Yeah, so that is that. So now onto my oh yeah, gliders. I got 10 of those out of my 27 in all. So yeah, but then my contrails right here. First off is just on my how it is on my list. Bats. This one's kind of cool. It's got. I thought it was gonna be a better color. It's kind of like a weird chocolate, kind of brownish. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that color, but it's got bats. It's an alright contrail, but also like this was the first ever contrail to be part of a set and actually have a description. Because before it just like said like free fall and style. But now like every contrail is part of a set. But yeah, so there's so many of them part of the Night Coven set. Next up is exhaust. Was like the first one to really have like props and stuff. But yeah, so this was before the pilot skins came out, the aviation age. So this is their contrail. But yeah, it's just got big old like jet engines right there. But that one's pretty darn cool. It works really well with the aim skin. It says don't breathe in the fumes, part of the aviation age set. Next up is fireflies, which is a very cool looking contrail. Of course, works well with the full set. But yeah, so you just got the lanterns and fireflies and stuff going around. Jack-o'-lantern, I'm not a huge fan of this one. It is basically just jack-o'-lantern strapped to your wrists for some reason. I do like how they have two different faces and little flames and stuff, but not too cool. That one's actually not part of a set. It just says carved with care. I'm surprised it's not part of like the go with the Jack Gordon or the other Jack-o'-lantern skin. I can't remember the name of. Yeah, so that's a Jack-o'-lantern. And then Spectral Essence, I thought was me and a lot of other people thought we were gonna like this. We thought it was just gonna look like the kind of, well, we can't show it, the default kind of one, but it's actually pretty darn cool and simple. It's just kind of like the Calamity stuff. Of course, it's part of the Western Wild set. It's just remnants from the other side. Yeah, it's just a pretty darn cool little contrail that works well with a lot of skins. And then the last one is another contrail. This is like the first time we've ever had contrails that are part of the same set, like different multiple ones. But this is definitely one of my favorite contrails. My favorite one is still Lightning, but this is probably honestly like my second favorite one over Retro Sci-Fi, and like Glitch in the System or everything. But yeah, so Virulent Flames, I showed this in the Fortnite thing. It was another part of the challenges. But yeah, just really cool green flames with purple, matching the dead fire skin and everything, and also just a little bit on your feet. But yeah, so it says coming in hot, part of the Western Wild set. So yeah, so that is that. I got 6 out of 17 of those this season. The toys, real quick, we can just do those real quick. I'm gonna put this so it's not playing over and over again. But yeah, so the toys, of course, they came in last season with the beach ball, the golf ball, and basketball with the 2 different variants of each one of those. This season we only had 2. But they're like, I mean, honestly, like, you don't see people using the toys as much as you see them using these 2 toys. So yeah, so the first one is just the basic tomato. It says splat, and when you can just splat them at people or just throw them, and it says that you splatted them. But then there is the epic variant, the fancy tomato, saucy, and it's basically just tomato head. But when you splat people with this one, it actually says that you praised them with a tomato. But yeah, so I got 2 out of 8 of those, of course, since there's only 2 this season. But yeah, so and then music, real quick. Of course, music is nothing that big. I mean, music just came in this season. But yeah, so this is of course the new. This just came in this season with the new overall kind of locker layout, and it added a whole new section for the music. But yeah, so this was also in the lead files along with pets. But yeah, so you can basically change your music. And of course, there's only 3 part of the battle pass, so I got 3 out of 3 of these this season, of course. The first one you get is actually like a remix of like the floss music from the season 2 emote right here, and it says press play and floss like a boss, which you can kind of hear. I actually like that one second most after the OG remix. That one's actually really, really cool. You can't turn them or anything like that. But yeah, I had that for a while until I finally got this one. Of course, kind of the Halloween music. But it says press play to get spooky, and you can hear this one. So yeah, I had that one for a while too. But it's kind of got the loading screen or the lobby of the kind of Halloween one. And then you have this one, which is the OG remix. Everybody was so happy when they saw this because they've been asking for OG. It's actually a little different from the regular OG music. because of course it's remix, so it's got a little more trap in there or whatever. It says press play for a remix taste of nostalgia, which you've been hearing all this video. Yeah, and it's got like the classic Fortnite kind of logo thing there. But yeah, so that's all the music right there. And then I guess we'll just go through banner icons real quick. I don't know why it does this. Hopefully they fix it. It just bugs me. But yeah, I've looked at all of these. I've almost worn all of them. But for some reason, like, if you just have to do this and get all the explanation marks off of them, I have no idea why. But first off, you'll see in the pictures that one day when we logged in for like when Fortnite first got here, like I believe it was the fall skirmish teams. They just gave everyone that logged in a free set of banner icons for each of the fall skirmish teams. So you actually got like the bush bandits. I can't remember all the names of these, but the bush bandits, just a bush with some eyes, a little dog one. This one with kind of like the Black Knight helmet. This one, which was my favorite one until I got this one. But yeah, so one of my favorite ones until I got that one. But yeah, so it's just kind of like a llama with the sparkles right there, and then the Viking helmet right there. But yeah, so then for each of the weekly challenges, this time, last season they first did this, but we got this one and this one as like secret banner icons. They were just like some of the last couple weeks, like week 8 and week 10, I believe. But this season they actually did every other week was a banner icon from start to finish of the season. So yeah, so let me see if I can even remember all these. So yeah, so the first one was actually this one, which is actually Dire. I mean, that's a pretty darn cool one, especially for being the first one. But you got that for completing week 2, or week 1 through 2. And then for week 4, you got this one, which is, I mean, it's honestly one of my least favorite banner icons in the game. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. It looks like a torn up tarp or something. I don't know. I was very disappointed when I saw that one. But yeah, so then the next one that you got after that was this one. Of course, it's during like the Fortnite thing, so it's kind of like a zombie hand. And I don't know if this is supposed to be like a bust of a zombie, or if it's supposed to be like a gravestone. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a gravestone with the zombie's hand popping out of the grass, or whatever. But that's an alright one. Definitely a lot better than that one. But yeah, so that's that one. But then the next one is this one, which is pretty darn cool, actually. It's AIM's color. Whenever I use this one, I always have it set to that color because it's like AIM. But yeah, so it's actually AIM's logo, which that one's pretty darn cool. But then there's leaked ones, and 2 of them didn't get released. I've never seen banner icons get leaked, but one of them was like Calamity's hat, and the other one was just kind of like a weird kind of design that I didn't care for. But the last one was DJ Yonder's mask, which I really wanted that one to actually come out. And for week 10, it actually did come out. So that was one good thing about completing week 1 through 10, is you got this banner icon. It is actually DJ Yonder's head. It's probably my second favorite banner icon I have right now. I just love that one. I think this color matches it really well. But yeah, so there is that one. But yeah, so I just really love that one, honestly. Yeah, so now going into the Battle Pass ones real quick. You got this one, which is just like a pickaxe. This one, a little campfire. This one's actually pretty cool. I'm surprised it wasn't like one of the first secret banner icons, because it's actually like, this is like the main thing that started with season 6. It's like, oh, there's a floating island now. So yeah, you actually have Kevin the Cube right there floating up the island, which is now gone. But yeah, so you had that. And then you had this little ghost thing right here, and then this little zigzag kind of thing right there. Not too good. But then you got these little dice, which are kind of cool. And then this little zombie hand kind of doing the rock on thing. Some lightning, which is kind of cool. A little bat. This one, which is actually still, I was very hyped for this one. I've never been so hyped for banner icon, because you guys know, like, my favorite material, I just love carbon fiber. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going for with this. I don't know how people get that black color on their banner icon, because as you can see, I don't have black, but I just put it on gray, and that is my favorite banner icon, because, I mean, it's like carbon fiber. A lot of people wouldn't like it. I've just been keeping it as this one for a while, but I will switch back to that one eventually. Yeah, I just love that one so much, probably more than most people. So yeah, so then the next one is this one, I guess some bubbles or something, I don't really know. And then a little fly. And then this is the one I was talking about, the Skull Trooper. So yeah, so pretty darn cool one right there, the Skull Trooper face, which pretty much almost confirmed the Skull Trooper was coming back. And then, yeah, that's actually the last one you get there. So that's all the new banner icons. Of course, since I didn't get the level 100 one. But yeah, so sprays, we'll just go over the battle pass ones so far. Of course, I don't have all the numbers on the banner icons or anything, but yeah, so sprays. So first off, the spider web, tier 2, so definitely a very default one, but even defaults don't usually use sprays. So yeah, so just a simple spider web right there. Next one's pretty darn cool. It's Calamity, just like with the purple kind of color, aiming a revolver, which is that's a pretty darn cool spray actually. But yeah, so let's see here with the next one. The next one is the Meow Moon. So yeah, just a moon with a cat kind of silhouette. Next one is GG Potion, which everybody thought they're going to be adding like a GG Potion consumable, but that never happened, so I guess it's just a GG Potion, I guess. But yeah, there's also an emoticon, which we'll show in a second. But yeah, and then Manhole Cover, supposedly teasing a Season 7 skin, the kind of like cat skin that has been leaked today. That was in the second teaser also. But yeah, so that might be what that is. And then Llama de Muertos, I believe that was teasing the kind of Day of the Dead reactive skins. I believe that's what this was doing. But yeah, that's a very vibrant. I actually really like that spray quite a bit. Pretty darn cool. But yeah, and then DJ Yonder. This is my most hyped spray of the season. This one is definitely one of my favorite sprays. I just love that, like the little background and then the DJ Yonder kind of looking down and stuff. That one's really, really cool. Definitely one of my favorite sprays I own. And then Wall Crawler, just a cool little like spider. I guess you could say it's Black Widow, even though their hourglasses are on the bottom, not the top. But yeah, so then Cactus Maze. I don't really know. I guess it's just a whiny cactus, I guess. And then Game Over was the last free pass spray, which is just a gravestone with a llama on it. And then Gremlins. I don't know why they called it Gremlins, but I mean they're like these weird little things. I think they look like popsicles for some reason, or tall gumdrops or whatever. I don't know. They're kind of weird. I don't know if that was really teasing anything or what, but I don't know. Don't really know what that spray is all about. This one, One, of course, teasing the Shogun skin. I also thought it was like the meme, like the Japanese guy saying like Yoni. But yeah, but I don't know if that's what that means because nothing of that set is called Oni. But yeah, so there's that. And then next up is Pixel Raven, which was the second to last spray you got this season. Battle Pass, which is like we got the first like kind of pixel spray last season. Battle Pass, but this time we got Raven, so that's pretty darn cool. But then the last one you got is we got Calamity and DJ Yonder. But then you get Dire Spray, which is pretty darn cool. Not like amazing, but it's pretty cool. It's just like a werewolf with a headband thing. But then we have the last two right here, which are one of them is from the Fortnite challenges, and one of them is from the Walmart promotion. But yeah, so here's this one, of course, I showed. This one's a very cool spray, actually. It's Deadfire, of course. But yeah, very cool spray, actually. And the last one is Disco Baller. Basically, if you don't know the whole story of this, there's this spray that came in the Season 5 Battle Pass, which I don't know if they did it intentionally or not, but they replaced this spray with this spray, so then everybody was like, then it got taken off of everybody's account, and they were saying like, now you have to go to Walmart to get a slip and claim the spray. And Walmarts are only in like some in Canada, I believe, and some in America, so this will probably become a pretty darn rare and exclusive spray, so I'm pretty happy that I got it. Because you could also only get it on this past Sunday at 2 to 4 at Walmart, so it could be a pretty rare and exclusive spray. It says let them know that you've got moves. But yeah, I actually really like that spray quite a bit. Plus, I like how I actually have once again both that spray and that spray. This spray didn't just replace that one. But a lot of people are still saying like, oh no, I still have this spray on my account and I didn't even go to Walmart. It's like, no, you don't. Fortnite took it off and you have this spray. So unless you went to Walmart and got it, you will still have this spray. But yeah, so that's that spray. So out of all my sprays, I got 16 out of 53 of those. So then emoticons, let's just save that for now, and then we'll go through the Battle Pass one. So the first one right here is Bang, which is like a revolver, ripped revolver, shooting a little flag, kind of like the troll guns and stuff. This one I actually like quite a bit, just a little like squished battle bus kind of looking thing. And then the emoticon I was talking about, the GG Potion emoticon. And then the next one up is a plunger. So yeah. The next one up is kind of funny. It's a camper, like the campers and stuff. It's just a little tent. And then next one up, I actually like this one too, a ghost, little derpy looking ghost. And then next one up is a like shrieking black cat. And then you got TP, kind of like the Contra last season. Just a little roll of toilet paper there. And then meat, like a little box of meat, I guess like Spam or something, from Durburger or whatever. And then you have the last one from this battle pass, which is a wow, I'm surprised there's not a single one from all the way through here. But yeah, the last one right here, just a clown. I can't remember if the clown skins were the clown skins came out around the most. I guess this could have been teasing the clown skins. But yeah, so that is that. But then the last spray actually came with the it was the first thing they got for completing the first set of the Fortnite Mirrors challenges. Just for a pretty darn cool emoticon, but again, it's an emoticon, no one really uses those that much. But yeah, so it's just that, so it's pretty darn cool. Again, it just reminds me, that whole set kind of reminds me of like Danny Phantom and stuff. So yeah, so I got 11 out of 39 of those this season. So now, last thing, finally, is the emoticon, or I mean the emotes themselves. So first off, we're gonna go with this one. I was really hyped to see this one come in. If space, I mean, I didn't think there was any emotes part of a set, but then I saw the disco one is actually part of the Disco Fever set, so I don't know why this emote is not part of the Twin Turntable set. Yeah, but it's kind of whatever. But this is obviously DJ Onder's emote. So here it is. Just says wait for it right there. So yeah, and you actually like interact with it when it changes beats and stuff. Goes on for quite a while there, and you can see the lights and everything. Yeah, it sounds pretty darn cool, and I can't show you guys it. I can't show you guys yet, but in game, if you actually look at the top, there's actually on the little turning discs, there's actually llamas on there, which is really cool. And on the box, there's actually like a little grasshopper sticking, which I think is a good reference to the grasshopper in the Garage Band set. Yeah, so definitely very cool. But yeah, next up is Flamenco, this season's tier 95 dance, which I think is a lot better for break than breakdown, but maybe not Groove Jam. I don't know, but I never got Groove Jam, so got tier 91 in season 4. So yeah, here's that. Just says clap it up right there. I really like the kind of like bass drop on that one, just like the cool Mexican dance and stuff. But yeah, so that's a pretty darn cool emote actually. So then next up is Boneless right here somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. So yeah, this actually was a pretty darn rare emote, and I really wanted it to come back because I actually like this emote a lot, like the music, and it goes well with Skull Trooper because it's just like boneless, even though he's not boneless, he's skeleton stuff. But yeah, I just really like this emote, and most of the rare emotes say released again, like the item shop ones, of course, not the battle pass ones, but yeah, so, I mean, they released Boneless, they released Snap again, just a lot of those rare emotes, so yeah, so there is that. It says Beyond Bendy, but yeah, I really like that one. Electro Swing right here, a lot of people say this is one of the best emotes, if not the best emote in the game, and this was probably the most hyped up emote of all time. It's not really like a reference to much, I don't think, but it's just, the music is so good, probably the best music in the game for any emote, and just this dance is pretty darn cool. And it came out around the same time as Dark Bomber, so then like some people were saying like bring back Dark Bomber like me, and then the other people were saying like bring back Electro Swing, but I actually got Electro Swing the first time it came out, so for a second there was kind of rare, but yeah, it says get brand new groove, old school swing, here's that. So yeah, a lot of people are just also surprised, including me, that it's a rare emote. Most emotes like that would be epic, so that's a very, very good emote. Next up is It's Go Time, which is from the Battle Pass, somewhere around here, right here. It's now, right now, I don't know, it's a pretty bad emote. I don't think anyone really likes it. It's alright, I guess, but yeah, so that's that. And then next up is Make It Rain. It says better grab an umbrella. But yeah, so it's basically just like when you spray money everywhere and everything, but it's not continuous, so I'm kind of surprised it's not an uncommon emote, but at the same time, it's kind of like a rare emote. But yeah, I just like it for like, I actually use that one quite a darn bit, and I was like how you can use that one and then switch over to another one, the money's still spraying out, like if you use that one, and then you like switch over to that, it's still in your hand spraying money out for a second there. I don't really know why it does that, but it's pretty funny. Next up is Pumpernickel right here. This one came out a while ago, but I just now got it. I actually really wanted it. It says Get Pumped. It's just really derpy and funny, but it's also a reference to this movie called Hot Rod, which is a pretty funny movie, but yeah, it's just a reference to the dance one of the characters was doing outside a gas station or something. I haven't seen that movie in a while, but yeah, so next up is Running Man. I think everybody was very surprised that this emote just now came into the game, because it was a trend, but a very long time ago with the Running Man challenge. But it's a pretty cool emote, and it has pretty nice music. The challenge is to never stop running. Yeah, it's a pretty darn good emote, I actually think. It's just a very old trend. But yeah, so then next up is Slytherin. A lot of people compare this to like, or reference to Harry Potter with like Slytherin, the Slytherin school and stuff. It's just undeniably hypnotic. But yeah, the music isn't too special. It's pretty much this the whole time. But yeah, so there's that. And Spike It was actually like the main football emote actually right here. I actually like it quite a bit. It says celebrate a big play. You just like get a touchdown, slam the football down, and start doing whatever that is. And you do that, and then you switch over that. At first, that transition over to the music, it was very choppy and kind of just changed, but they made it more smooth, and now it's a really good emote now that they did that, because at first it was like, okay, but yeah, I actually really like that emote quite a bit, but then it just keeps on doing that. The first uncommon emote, Behold, right here. Look at this. So yeah, it's actually continuous. It's pretty funny when you're just like making fun of a skin and you just go over and do that to them, or when you actually like just built something and you just do that next to it. It can be good for some things. Go, go, go. You kind of just like do that. I just think it's really funny and kind of derpy, especially like when Laserbeam like was watching the Cube event, like as it was going into the lake, he was just like sitting there doing this, and it just says you can do it right there. But yeah, there's that. And then my idol, another one, it's kind of like a bow down, but not like this. You actually just kind of like bow down. It just says in the presence of a legend, so you can bow down a Black Knight or whatever. Yeah, so there's that. And then Regal Wave, I think one of the best kind of default emotes of the Battle Pass, because like there's always like the emotes that come at like tier 6 or whatever right at the beginning of the Battle Pass for the free pass all the time. And this was this season's, which I think was a lot better than Gentleman's Dab season. And then I can't remember what it was season 4, but then like season 3 was the Salute. But yeah, this one, I mean, it's continuous, and it's just kind of funny, like the faces and everything, especially when a default is doing it. You just have like a Jonesy grinning at you, but yeah, it's just like it says Greetings Royale, so it's kind of like the pageant stars or the royal people kind of waves, yeah. But I actually like that emote quite a bit. And then Snap, this is one of the rare emotes that came back. It says Make It Snappy. It's pretty much all it is, but I really like why I got it is because, I mean, I actually like it. But it's also a great reference, real life reference, because, I mean, it came out like during the Thanos event, and it's a reference, of course, to my favorite comic book villain, like Thanos, and my favorite comic book item, the Infinity Gauntlet, and my current favorite MCU movie, Infinity War, of him snapping his fingers to end half the life on the Earth, or in the universe, I guess. But yeah, it's just a little snap. Yeah, so that's that. T-Pose, probably the most popular emote from the season, if not from the game ever, honestly, or at least one of them. Like, pretty much everybody has this emote, even like defaulties. continuous. It just makes this like kind of ominous sound. It says chin up, arms straight. So yeah, it was from a little challenge, and also like if you're on PC, you can spin really quick and be like a helicopter. But yeah, people are just, whenever you see challenges or kind of like the stream things, people are always just T-posing everywhere, and it's just so funny, like what people do with the T-pose. Hot Marat, this emote was leaked, and I kind of liked it, but I wasn't gonna like get it or anything. But it turns out it's actually free because I actually partnered up with Disney for Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet. And this emote actually came into the shop for free, which is actually pretty good because it's basically, people are calling it living large for poor people, I guess. Basically, if you don't have living large, this is a lot like it. But the music is actually pretty darn good for it, and it was a free emote. I thought it was a glitch at first, so I copped it real quick. Me and Isaac both did, but yeah, it was just a free emote for 2 days. I don't know if it will be coming back. Pretty much everyone in the game has this emote, just like Boogie Down, since it's free. Yeah, but so it's probably not ever gonna be rare, even if it does never come back. But if it does come back, I imagine it won't be free anymore. But yeah, so it says Red Match 4, of course. Yeah, so you can hear that. That's the music. I actually like it quite a bit, but it's a pretty funny emote and pretty good, especially for being free. But I guess in Wreck-It Ralph 2, he references Fortnite, does like floss and one other of the dances, and then he makes up his own. I guess that's the dance move that he does in the movie. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't really know. Yeah, so that is that. And then take 14 right here. Of course, again, I'm a film fanatic and stuff, so I like this one. A lot of people don't like this emote, but I like it quite a bit, actually. Wherever it is, right here. So yeah, it just says in action, so just snapping that. I just like it for being film fanatic and stuff. Howl, I didn't get the first couple times it came into the shop, but I got it eventually, once, because you guys know Battle Horn, or Battle Call. It just sounds like this. But then after doing it a ton of times, eventually it kind of just like sounds like you broke it, and it just goes like but this emote, I liked it a lot more, because you can see it's like this, and it's just stand in front of a moon for maximum effect. And it's basically Dyer's emote, so yeah, so you just howl like a werewolf. But every once in a while, I haven't got it to do it yet, but I've seen videos of it, it just makes like a sheep noise, like a big old loud sheep bawing noise. It's so weird. But it's honestly probably even more funny than when the Battle Call does its little thing that it does. Then next up is Scorecard. I actually saw this emote and I liked it quite a bit. I didn't get it, but then all of a sudden I got on it, and Isaac actually gifted it to me. So yeah, this is the only thing I've got gifted. It's not in the game anymore, but it will be coming back in eventually. But it says consider yourself judged. And yeah, I think when it's lower numbers, there's actually booing noises, and then when it's higher noises, there's actually cheering noises. So that's really cool. It also, I was hoping it would be like it would change each time, or it would be like lower numbers, so you could like if you kill a Twitch streamer, you could give them a 1 or whatever. But yeah, it says consider yourself judged, and you can see every time it has a different number, and how you just kind of smile and look around. You can see it's 10, so people are cheering and clapping now. 7, so when it's like mid numbers, people laugh, kind of, and then high numbers, people cheer and clap, and then when it's low numbers, people boo. So yeah, so that's a pretty darn cool emote. You'll see the video of Isaac gifting that to me. And then last up is Phone It In. I liked this quite a bit when it was leaked, but now I like it a lot more. I just really like the instrument kind of playing emotes. But yeah, so here's this. It has one of the best music tracks, I think, out of any emote in the game. But it says lay down a sexy groove. That's that. We just say it's like back to the Wendy's memes. We just say it's like the Wendy's music, because they're always playing jazz and saxophone music and stuff. But yeah, so that is my last emote. So finally, that is everything new that I got throughout all of Season 6. Now we're just gonna go over my stats real quick. Yeah, so that is everything new. Out of all my emotes, I got 21 of those this season out of 54. Yeah, so, But yeah, so you can see Boneless is back in the shop for the second time since it's came back again right now. So yeah, so basically that is everything I got throughout Season 6. So now my stats, me and Isaac have been getting a lot of duo wins, but I actually got my first solo win last season. But this season I actually got 2 solo wins, so I really wanted to get at least 1 more so I could get 2, because it said 1 wins. And of course that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, so now I actually have 3 wins. I was just trying to get 2, but I managed to get 3, so that's cool. And I now actually have 222 overall eliminations. My account level right here, of course, is actually now 248. Duo, I actually have now 14 wins with 340 eliminations. My eliminations in duos has went up so much. So yeah, so me and Isaac got a lot of duo wins this season. So yeah, so duos is actually probably my new favorite game mode out of solo, duo, and squad. I used to like squads the best for some reason. But yeah, squads, I can't remember how much wins I've gotten this season, but last season I believe I had 49 at the end of the season or something like that, but now I have 53. So yeah, so and my eliminations is 864. So with the Season 7 results video in a few months, I will definitely be over 1,000 overall eliminations in squads alone. But yeah, so now this time we actually just did that last season. But this time we're actually going to go on Fortnite Tracker and show like how many kills I got over last season. So we'll go do that real quick. Alright guys, so now you can see here we are on a Fortnite Tracker on my account stats right here. So yeah, so now you can see I actually have 70 overall wins, and then 2.40 win percent, and then kills 1,426 overall kills, and my KD is now 0.50, which is pretty darn good, because I mean, like, I think at the end of Season 5, it was like 0.41 or something like that, so it went up quite a bit. But yeah, so that's of course my overall wins and kills that you see. But comparing this to last season anyway, Season 5, of course, I got, of course there was like the getaway and stuff, so I got a lot more squad wins than I did. But other than that, pretty much everything was just regular game modes. But I did get, I think, like 12 regular squad wins in Season 5. So because I played a lot more squads in Season 4 and 5 than I did in Season 6. But yeah, so I definitely passed my solo eliminations and duo eliminations in Season 6, but squads, again, I just played a lot more squads, so I got a lot more eliminations last season than I did this season. So yeah, so last season I got 466 in squads. This season I got 327 and 5 squad wins this season. And then for duos I got 99 kills last season and 8 wins. This season I got 6 wins and 219 kills. So definitely a lot more kills than I got last season. And then solos, of course, last season I got 61 kills and 1 win. This season I got 2 wins and 145 kills. So definitely duos and solos I improved so much on. 691 kills just this season alone. And 13 this season alone. But yeah, so that's my Fortnite stats, and that's pretty much it for this video. So I was trying to make it shorter than last season's, but that didn't happen. So yeah, so maybe eventually, but at least this season. That's why I just decided not to do face cam, because I just looked over the footage, and for the first time ever out of all these end of season results video, we had a successful video. Let's see what score that emote wants to give us. It's probably gonna give us like a 3, a 5. I give us a 10, because for Season 4 results, it for whatever reason, it updated like every 10 minutes. Then last season, half the screen was cut off. This season I made sure to check, so the audio's all good. You can see the full screen. Yeah, there's no face cam, but everything else is good, so I'm super happy about that. Finally. So now we finally have a good, perfect end of season results video. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. Finally, hopefully you guys all enjoyed. And now stay tuned for all of my clips and videos of some really cool things, and just big things that happened throughout the season, and pictures of all the new items when they first got added, like always. But yeah, for now, that is pretty much everything I got throughout the season. So hopefully you guys enjoyed Season 6, and yeah, Season 7 is starting in 6 hours and 20 minutes, so yeah, so let's just on to Season 7. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
victory, boys. That was the last kill right there. Ooh, I'm copping that. Yeah. Honestly, better than the Scythe, the Reaper, in my opinion. That's just pretty much. That's pretty much as good as this glider, in my opinion. And this one's blue, that one's purple. And this one's part of the battle pass. That one's, well, now that one's $12. Oh my god, look at that skin combination. Yo. Or this. Yeah. I can't believe this is in my locker. I know it's not rare anymore, but, you know. Guess this is what happens when you grab onto the bottom of a supply drop while it's coming down. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh god. Rek, you got this. Say your first words. Do you hear me? We can hear you every once in a while. Oh. Oh, I can hear Fortnite music. I'm talking. Huh. Yeah, we can hear music every once in a while. We can't hear you talk, though.
Talk now. Talk now. Chips. Ready up.
Did he just say chips?
That's my brother.
Oh. Wait, Rex, say my name again.
What?
Oh, did you say your name? I think he said Rex. I can't believe it. Yeah, you have to kill him with a common item. Oh no. His mouth. Not stopping. Isaac, you should come take these balloons and do this glitch. It's so weird. Wait, if I like switch weapons. What do you mean? What the heck? Look at this dude's arms. What? Look at this dude's arms. Got you. Oof. Look at this guy.
Why?
Because it was my first time doing it and it's special.
What?
So you got a nice scoop right there. Got another one. And that tree stopped all of our adventures.
Have you gone on Clash for a while?
Not really.
You spent your Wii-Bucks on me. Have a merry jolly Christmas. Now I'm broke. You're welcome. Okay, Father Brennan. Have a good day. Oh my gosh. Well, now I gotta get you a green emote or something. No, I might. Yeah. Yeah, cause I was saying I might get you and Rec a green emote for Christmas.